So this film kind of falls into the really small category of films that aren't really needed but are greatly appreciated, similar to Return of the Jedi. I mean, they finished the story there. Death Star blew up, celebration, everybody's happy, and that's it. But they also did follow up with a pretty cool sequel. It wasn't needed, but it was greatly appreciated. And there's also a bad side to that. I mean, he could have made like a movie like Terminator 2 and had sequels. And look where that turned up. Finding Dory, the sequel to one of the best Pixar movies and one of my personal favorites, Finding Nemo, just came out recently, and I gotta tell you, I found this movie to be pretty good. Anyways, yeah, the movie was, of course, gonna be awesome. I mean, was there ever a doubt in your mind? I mean, there might have been a slight one because sequels don't always can always hold up, but this movie does actually hold up. It almost seems better. I mean, I remember enjoying that one, the first one as a kid, and like I enjoyed it just because it was like the story and flashy colors. But I mean, as a grown up, adult basically, I can more appreciate that one, and even more with the sequel, as I can understand the comedy better. I can appreciate the writing, the characters, everything better, and even the morals. I mean, as a kid, I didn't really learn shit from the first movie. Just don't get lost. I mean, that's basically it, and that's all that needed to be told. But with this one, it seems to be the moral of the story is just don't get memory loss. So let's start with the characters. You got all the original cast with Nemo, his dad, and of course Dory, played by Ellen DeGeneres. She's pretty funny. I mean, I haven't really seen the show. I've seen clips of it, but not the whole thing. But what I've seen, she is pretty funny, and she still does a good job in this movie. She's like the only person who can play, Dory. I mean, I know every actor has that one role that only they can play. Man, this is her thing, and she does a good job. She still captures kind of like the same element of the first character, which a lot of problems. The problem the sequels have is they kind of change up the characters within sequels, which I got to commend that they kept the characters right, which is great. The story is that Dory wants to go find her parents, and that's basically it. But the way the writing works in this movie, it does work pretty well. They introduce these new characters, Dory's parents, and you really care about them. I mean, they're new characters, and you care about them. They also introduce new characters like Hank the squid, or the squid octopus, or septopus actually. They'll explain that in the movie. He's probably the best character in the movie. He's an octopus. He's camouflaging everywhere. That was my favorite character. I want like a spin-off movie of that guy because he was pretty cool. And he's played by the grumpy old dad who's married to Sofia Vergara in Modern Family. If you know him, Ed O'Neill. He did a good job as him, and that's pretty cool. Another thing I liked is it doesn't really matter, it's just my opinion, but Idris Elba is in the movie. He plays a fucking seal. I just thought that was funny, but that's just me. So is there any problems with this movie? Not really. Towards the beginning, it does feel kind of like a rehash of the first movie. Like, I mean, they do kind of do like they give an origin story, which is cool, and they kind of do like a light touch up on how during like the first movie, and then like they go say, hey, let's go find our parents, and it honestly feels like they're rehashing the movies. I mean, they go like through the reef. They're like, oh, we need to go over here. They go through the turtles, through the reef. They go through the same little swirl that's sending spinning and everything. And I honestly thought, are they just gonna like repeat this like again? That's a huge problem with sequels. But luckily they don't do that. I mean, thankfully. And that's really the only problem I found with this movie. I mean, at the beginning it does take a while to kind of like get started. I mean, after the intro, but after that, movie's pretty cool. If any problem, I just wish it was just a little bit longer. Yeah, all Disney movies. So all Disney movies seem to have a little animated skit in the beginning. It's pretty funny about a bird being a little pussy. Me man's up. It's pretty cool. I liked it. It's pretty funny, and yeah. Also, bonus thing, after credit scene, Disney movie, Marvel, I guess they fit together. I didn't watch it because I didn't even know about it. I literally found out today, and apparently the original cast from the aquarium shows up and talks to Idris Elba seal, and I didn't know that. So if you're gonna watch it, catch it. Let me know how it went. And that just seems funny. And they got the original characters. Like, I mean, pretty sure they just flew them in just for that, which is pretty cool. I mean, you gotta get them props for that. So, what is my rating for this movie? A sequel to one of my absolute favorite kids movies that, you know, wasn't less than the sequel. It wasn't the exact same, you know, rehash, but, you know, did keep things fresh. Well, frankly, I had to give it a 9 out of 10. Seems like I'm being kind of generous with my movies, but I only like to watch good movies. And introducing a new segment of my reviews. How was the audience around me? That's kind of, it's a working title, but this is a segment of, towards the end of the review, after I give my score, where I talk about how was the audience at the movie. Because there has been so many occasions where the movie was great, the movie was okay, but the audience was just the worst. Luckily, this time it wasn't as bad. There was some like some middle-aged mom next to me, maybe this way. I don't know. She was next to me and she loved the fucking movie. Every little joke, she gave like a mini, you know, fucking applause. And her laughing out loud. Fuck you. I mean, if it was really like, I mean, if it's a comedy, you're laughing out loud, that's cool. But I mean, it's just kind of a small joke, and she would laugh out loud like only one, her and her fucking daughter. And again, this is a children's movie, so guess what? The target audience is not little 5-year-olds or, you know, teenagers and adults who are recapturing the youth. Now, apparently, according to people, to these parents, it's fucking babies, because there were some fucking babies in this goddamn theater. They were in the front, and what would you know? They fucking cried. I still don't get why parents do this. I mean, there's been times I've heard people who like, ah, they brought, you know, babies into the theater. I didn't hear a peep out of them. Well, good for them, I guess. But I mean, every time there's a baby in my theater, I mean, they must have like fucking flicked its ear or something, because it's crying the entire time, and I fucking hate it. So overall, my audience. What would I rate my audience? How about that? I'll give them a rating. My rating for the audience, I would have to give them a 5 out of 10, because aside from that you know, housewife that was next to me and the baby, everybody else was pretty quiet, and that's pretty much it. I think the rating will work sort of in a negative tone. You know, one's people who are talking next to me and laughing out loud at every fucking joke, babies crying, kids throwing snacks at me. That would be a 1. A 10, nothing. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed this little extra segment. Yeah, but thank you for watching this review, guys, and see you next time.